I first started realising that I was suffering from body dysmorphia when I visualised how I think I would look in the outfit, put it on, and then meet my friends and then feel like shit. I used to cry all the time. Yeah, from then I just knew that something wasn't right. When friends would want to go on nights out, I used to make every excuse under the sun not to go, because the thought of having to dress up in like heels and a dress, I just couldn't do it. Sometimes I'd even like just turn off my phone, just so that, you know, I didn't have to answer anyone why I wouldn't go anywhere. I was constantly picking at parts of my body. People would tell me I looked good and I didn't think I looked good. So I knew I had to go and speak to someone, because I felt like no one really got it. None of my friends really got it. I felt like I was sounding like a broken record. My family didn't really get it. So I kind of felt like I had no one to talk to. So yeah, then I went to see a counsellor, and I was with her for about a year, and yeah, she told me I had body dysmorphia.
I think any type of social media is a great tool if it's used in the right way.
Yeah.
It's fine if you want to, you know, be comfortable in your own skin, express yourself, express your body, that's your body, but at the same time, you don't always need to be sexualised, and it doesn't always need to be about your arse, about your breasts, about how small your waist is. And I can say to myself that that's initially what drew me in to start training. But looking at it now, I'm like, it's such a shame that that's the only thing that people will ever think about women and training. It's not, oh, that woman's really strong. It's like, oh, she looks sexy doing a squat or something like that. It's not, oh, great technique. It's like,
it's more
someone
like
perving on you in the gym when you just want to feel like equal, or just feel strong yourself.
You just want to be treated like, oh yeah, she's strong. I love that. You've got strength. People on Instagram portray females to have a certain body image, so like they're always, you know, thick, curvy, but what we don't understand and we don't realize is that that thick, curvy shape, not all of them, but a lot of them are fake. So me watching that, I'm looking at that, yeah, that's nice, I want that, I want that. But when I started getting in the gym, I started to realize that, okay, as I'm growing and I'm building, my shape isn't gonna look like that, and I'm okay with that. You have to be careful what you look at as your inspo pictures. Like, there's a lot of fake and there's a lot of real, so you need to be able to spot it when it's there, because it can have a negative effect on you.
So for me, like coming up, I didn't live with my dad. My mum and my dad separated probably when I was like 2. Both of them were on drugs. So put it this way, it was like I wanted to love my mum, but I feel she didn't love me. But then I feel like I had nothing. I felt like I had no relation to anyone. Sorry. It was kind of just like, it was like my norm, but at the same time, I felt like, why is it like this? I didn't really have an escape. I like gained resentment to my mum. I just felt like I had nothing. But my mum wouldn't put me down. It was me. Like I created my low self-esteem, even though I feel like it stemmed from her. Like, she wouldn't put me down, but she wouldn't lift me up neither. So I didn't know what to do. It was just like I developed anger. My nan used to pick me up every weekend, and that was my escape. My nan knew about the situation with my mum, and they'll drop me back. Sometimes my mum wouldn't be there, or sometimes I'd come in the house. My mum would say, boom, like what I remember is my mum would go to me, boom, I'm going to take the black bags out to the end of the road. 3 days, no one in there. So
from as long as I can remember, my mum found herself in relationships where she got domestically abused, but I think she kind of blamed herself a lot of the times, and where I could see she blamed herself, but she was still super strong. I always said I wouldn't be that person that would allow like a man to abuse you in any way, shape or form. But then when I was a teenager, I went out with this guy, and it's not that he was like abusive all the time, but just certain things that he would say that would kind of put you down and feel like you don't want to be with somebody else or nobody else will want you. He went to prison, and then I found who's now my husband. I started going out with him, and then I told the other guy that I didn't want to be with him no more, and he didn't take it too well. And one day when I came home, he kind of just locked me in and then pulled out a knife and told me he was going to kill me because he didn't want me to be with nobody else. And I was sitting there thinking, I'm not going to let this guy kill me or break me and give him that power. So I kind of convinced him to just like close the doors, close the windows, make sure nobody sees, so nobody calls the police and knows what's going on. And then when he'd done that, I managed to escape. I don't want to feel like that vulnerable person, but as soon as I feel like there's a threat or somebody is going to attack, whether it's verbally or physically, I tend to go from 0 to 100. So it's just like I'm a ticking time bomb ready to go off.
My dad passed away in the kitchen, on my kitchen floor, and I think naturally for me that created a bad relationship with the kitchen and things like that in general. Like, I wouldn't go in there, so I would literally take what I could when I had the courage to be in there, and then I would just sit in my room. Probably pain led me to literally hiding in my room, and I managed to go up by about 3 sizes. And I didn't see a way out at that time for my body, my confidence, and I think it just hit a point where I decided somebody's got to help me. Things started to get a bit hard, and I was with somebody for a long time. I considered that person as my best friend, and he supported everything that I did. And then in my 3rd year of uni, he betrayed me, and he basically tore my heart out, and it changed everything that I tried to do.
So obviously, I think I was about, I was about 15, 16. I was like, oh, fuck this, man. Like, obviously, because I had quite a lot of aggression, but I was passive with everything. So it was just that you wouldn't tell I was an aggressive person. And I was like, insane threes, I think. And like, the Vina DVDs and stuff like that had come out. So I was like, boom, I need to get fit. Like, or I need to do something. But again, couldn't really go to the gym. I wasn't really ready. So, when I started doing those little DVDs, and obviously my mum was doing what she was doing still, but I'd learned to kind of get on with it better, or I just didn't really chat to her. So it was like, go into the bedroom, shove on the DVD, do your little aerobic workout, and feel all right, like feel good. But obviously stemming from having all the self-doubt and stuff like that, I was happy that I'd gone through it and achieved it. But then it's like I start looking at myself and going, oh, you're shit. Look at you now, like, oh, you like, because it was obviously went down and it just started to get down an image route. I started going, even though I still enjoyed it, it was just like, okay, now I've got another battle to kind of deal with. So that kind of annoyed me, even though I still carried on, because I thought I'm gonna come out of it, like something's gonna change. And I think I bought an exercise bike for the house. I had an aerobic step. Oh my God, like. Literally, I think I bought into everything, but I still hadn't stepped into a gym.
On my Instagram, it's like, you see what I mean? It's just these, they're thick, and it's like,
which is not bad, but
it's nice. But
that's all you
if you keep seeing that, it's mentally gonna make you think that, oh, what's wrong with me then if I don't have that?
I remember going to meet Emily, showed her a picture, like you said, showed her a picture of a girl with a really nice ass. And she literally, as soon as I sat down, she was like, you're not going to look like that. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then really helped me train my mind and made me feel stronger within myself. Obviously my body's way stronger now. But she really made me, like anything I do now, I just think about her talking to me, telling me the only thing that's going to stop you is if you tell yourself in your mind you can't do it. And I'm just forever grateful for that. And then before when I was in the gym, I'd pick up those like, not knocking anyone that uses them because it's great, but you know those standard like dumbbells that are like 20 kgs. And then after I was with her, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go to the squat rack. And every time, because I'm so small and tiny, people will watch me stacking up the weights and they're like, oh, excuse me, are you okay? Are you sure you're going to be able to do that? Or commenting on my form, or comment on this, or do you even know what you're doing? And I'm like, would I be lifting weights like that if I didn't know what I was doing? Because I'm pretty sure you can injure yourself. Now, if anyone ever comes up to me, usually if I'm in a bad mood, I'll tell them to fuck off. But usually I'm like, no thank you, I don't need a spot because I know what I'm doing, I'm strong.
Exactly.
Just because I'm small, like I have muscles, I have strength, and it's thanks to her because of all the technique, the training, the time we put into it. So she's just taught me so much, and I don't need a spot ever.
Exactly, unless you are. So when I started training, I started to realise that, oh, that's not actually how your body's supposed to look. And I started to like the shape that I was slowly getting. And Em's really taught me that you're not gymming just for your body to change, you're gymming to train your mind as well. You're gonna need that as a life skill in the world, like you really will. And for me, with the whole training and it strengthening my mental state, it really helped with my writing because I'm a writer. That's my hobby, and it's also like something that I want to take into go into as a career. When I started training, it really helped me to become more organised, and I wasn't as stressed out. 9 to 5, working in an office, and then I'm gonna leave the office and start doing my writing. It's like you're stuck sitting down in one room, in one space, and you're just constantly typing, like you don't get a break. But when I'm gymming, it's like I'm getting that relief, like I'm letting everything out, I'm retraining my mind, I'm breathing. It's a therapy for me.
I remember I'd turn up to some sessions and sometimes we wouldn't even train for like more than half of it. We'd just talk and she'd remind me why I'm still here even though I'm going through this. I keep turning up even if I'm not doing much, but there's a reason why I keep turning up, and it's because this is what I'm meant to do and this was a way out for me. And sometimes we can completely throw off our program and we just lift heavy for the lifting heavy sake just to release some anger.
I used to go to the gym for about 45 minutes thinking that I was working out and wasn't doing anything. I saw Emily online and I saw her body transformation. Yeah, she looks good. And I thought, okay, I want a bit of that. And I saw that she was all about empowering women. And I thought that's the kind of person that I need to talk to. I feel like I'm in a much better place now than I was a year ago. Still haven't lost as much weight as I'd like, but I feel like since I've been training with Emily, I look at myself differently. I feel stronger, happier. In our sessions, we do a lot of lifting up weights, and I love doing deadlifts. And it's something that I never thought I would ever be interested in, because I used to think, you know, if you lift weights, you're just going to get big.
I remember her asking me, so do you want to lift some weight? And I was like, I'm a big girl, I can't do that. Like, that's not what big girls do. You don't see that anywhere. But eventually she introduced me into like a whole new world that I didn't think I would enjoy as much as I did. I proved so many people wrong that stood there and told me, you won't do this, you'll get bigger.
You know, she's got me doing weights and deadlifts, and I think to begin with, I really thought that it would just make me bigger. And speaking to Emily, and you know, she's educated me on it, and that's just not the case.
I cut half my body size and I became a hell of a lot stronger. Only after allowing myself to be destroyed, I realised in the process of fixing myself who I am and what I'm capable of.
After my son, I got like really big and I wasn't happy. So at first it was just physically, I just wanted to go back to how I looked, like slimmer. But when I was doing it by myself, I got to a stage where I felt like there was something that I'm doing that's just not right. It was more than just the gym and making me feel happy. I wanted to be strong.
I searched up Emily on Instagram. I was looking for ages going, oh, my squat looks so good. The technique looks so good, why can't I do that?
And she was just so inspiring, as in just a female who was so strong and she didn't care what anybody thought. And I thought I can so relate to her because I don't care what people think.
Had to strip back a lot of stuff to relearn stuff, which was a learning curve for myself anyway. Because of the way my attitude is, I could be like, instead of taking it as a positive, going, oh, we're just going to strip it back, I'll be like, well, everything you've done is shit, so you need to learn how to do that better. But then you kind of drill yourself so much, so then you won't progress because you're saying to yourself, it's not good enough, it's not good enough, and not good enough, so then that's still holding you back.
I wish I came so much earlier. And then now within myself, like mentally and physically, I just feel so much stronger. Like I just don't care about not anything, but just like little things in life. It just means nothing. Like I don't care. I can just be like, oh, whatever. Where before I could not do that. The little things would like bug me and I would have to say something. But yeah, now it's helped me a lot physically and mentally.
Even though I don't feel like how I feel when I was younger, obviously I have things that I still battle. So being able to strength train and stuff like that, and I don't know, it just puts me in a different kind of place. I don't know. Yeah, it just makes me feel like, I don't know, I can just, I can just tackle things a bit different, like any kind of things that are going on in my head. It helps me to tackle them, but it actually, funny enough, softened me up, like, because of how I felt towards my mum. It like getting into training made me be able to be like, well, I can love you, or I can be cool with you. Whereas before that, I couldn't do them things. So, like, I still bad at it, but it's a place where, from doing it, it's helped me have better relationships with my self-esteem and her especially. Because if I didn't have it, I don't know if I, like personally, I don't know if I could be cool with it.